February 23rd, 1847, I'm in a ridge near Buena Vista, watching 20,000 Mexican soldiers march toward my 5,000 exhausted troops. We've been fighting for 2 days straight, and now General Santa Anna is bringing his entire army down on us like we personally insulted his mother. My officers are begging me to retreat, but here's the thing. Sometimes you gotta stand your ground, even when the math ain't mathin'. My name is Zachary Taylor, and this is the AP US History My Story podcast. Okay, so let me back up and explain how we got into this absolute mess. See, President Polk basically engineered this whole war. He sent me and my boys down the Rio Grande, which Mexico considered their territory, knowing full well it would start some shit. And surprise, surprise, Mexican troops crossed the river, killed 11 of my soldiers, and Polk got his excuse for war. That's some manipulative behavior, no cap. So here I am, rough and ready. Yeah, that's what my troops call me because I dress like a farmer and sleep in the dirt with them instead of acting all bougie like the other generals. We crossed into Mexico, took Monterrey in September 1846, even though we were outnumbered. But Polk got big mad because I let the Mexican army leave with their weapons. He wanted total destruction. I wanted to end this war with some dignity intact. That's when things got sus. Polk literally started sabotaging me. He stripped away most of my regular troops and gave them to Winfield Scott for his Mexico City campaign, left me with mostly volunteers. Brave kids, but they'd never faced a real army. Then Santa Anna shows up with 20,000 troops, thinking he's about to get an easy W. So we're outnumbered 4-1, and the Indiana volunteers straight up ran away. But my artillery crews, they understood the assignment and turned their cannons into an effing wall of death. Every time the Mexican cavalry charged, we lit them up. My Mississippi volunteers, led by this guy Jefferson Davis, the future Confederate president, held the line when everyone else was ready to bounce. So after 2 days of absolute carnage, Santa Anna retreated. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't heroic like they make it sound in the textbooks. It was terrifying, bloody, and mostly just lucky that Santa Anna didn't want to go the distance. So from an AP history perspective, this battle opened the door for Winfield Scott to march in Mexico City and end the war. In the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848, Mexico lost half its territory and America gained California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and parts of Colorado and New Mexico. But here's what's messed up. The Mexican-American War was also about slavery expansion. Southern politicians like Polk wanted new territory for slave states. Northern states were like, absolutely not. The Wilmot Proviso tried to ban slavery in any territory gained from Mexico, but it failed. Every piece of land we stole, and let's be real, we straight up stole it, became a battleground over whether it would be free or slave territory. It's giving future Civil War energy, and everyone could low-key see it coming. After Buena Vista, I became a national hero, won the presidency in 1848 without even campaigning, tried to keep the country together by opposing the expansion of slavery into new territories. Then, on July 4th, 1850, I ate a bowl of cherries and iced milk, really, at a White House party, got violently ill, and died 5 days later. Some people think I was poisoned because I opposed the Compromise of 1850, but honestly, it was probably just bad cherries and bad doctors. My presidency lasted only 16 months, and I spent most of it trying to prevent the Civil War that everyone could see coming. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. Like, follow, and share the AP US History My Story podcast, because these stories hit different when you hear the original voices that shaped our country.